Right, I'm going to really try not to have to edit this video. I just wanted to talk really quickly about the news, slightly old news now, about Joe Rogan moving to Spotify. There's a little bit of background to this that you might not be entirely familiar with. Adam Curry from No Agenda, he was asked, and it was over a year ago now, that he was originally approached by Spotify to move the whole No Agenda podcast across, and he batted it away straight away because the No Agenda model is value for value. So I'm gonna have to edit this on. The No Agenda model is value for value, and what that really means for them is the more people that hear the show, the more money that they should make. So they've got, if anybody wants to take a copy and put it on YouTube, they're welcome. There's even an AM radio station in Amsterdam that runs a copy of the show. Obviously the show runs live on the No Agenda stream, and so on and so on. And Adam's view was, anything that we do that reduces the number of people that might potentially hear the show is bad for the show. Then a few months ago, Last Podcast on the Left took a deal with Spotify. I absolutely love that podcast. I love them. And I'm sure I'm not the only one. I don't listen to them anymore. And the reason is that I have, we've all got a habit, haven't we? When I'm sat at my desk and I'm working, I tend to listen to coding music and stuff that I don't have to concentrate on. I rarely listen to podcasts at my desk. Occasionally I'll listen to No Agenda when it's live, but not now, not tonight. A couple of years ago, Marie got me some Bluetooth headphones, and they're amazing. I think that they're Sony. And with my iPad, if my iPad is in an upstairs bedroom, I can basically go to the top of the garden and back. And obviously, I'm sure I'm not the only one. On your iPad, you've got your podcast app that's just catching all your podcasts for you. It's really convenient. You go there, you see where all your new podcasts are. When Last Podcast on the Left moved to Spotify, all of their podcasts were removed from that player. All the old ones, there was loads I hadn't listened to yet, all gone. Everything was removed from YouTube. Spotify really put their foot down and said, you are exclusive to Spotify. And the thing is, I've got an iPad 4. You can't get the Spotify app. You can't install it on an iPad 4. I'd have to get a new iPad. So I don't listen to Last Podcast on the Left anymore. And the thing about Joe Rogan is he's created this phenomenon, and it's all his work, and it's up to him. It all belongs to him. He can do whatever he wants with it. But what I'm guessing, sort of reading between the lines from what they're saying, it's all going to kick off, I don't know, September, October, and all be done by Christmas. So that January, I'm guessing you won't be able to go back on your podcast player and find all those old Joe Rogan episodes, and they'll all be gone from YouTube as well, if he follows the same model as Last Podcast on the Left. And people are talking about that they think it could be $100 million deal, so you can't blame him for doing it. But it is interesting to see that Adam Curry was offered the same thing and didn't do it, and I can see why. I think it's a real shame to see all that amazing resource, that free library that Joe Rogan has created over these years, just disappearing onto. And the thing about Spotify is it is free, and you wouldn't have to pay a subscription to listen to these podcasts. But it's not putting it behind a paywall, but it's kind of putting it behind a fiery hoop that some people have to jump through, which in my case I can't. So anyway, those were my thoughts. Those were my thoughts on Joe Rogan moving across. It's a really quick video. Thanks.